truly, Christopher Russo, coming to you on this Saturday, 6th day of April, the year 2024. We're going to do something a little different today, folks. And with that being said, welcome to RussoMania! Oh, baby. That's right. We're going to break down WrestleMania 40, which comes to you from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia this year. So we'll have some fun with that. And we got a lot to get to, so let's jump right in. There's lots of places we could go here, but I want to start with the Hall of Fame. Now, I didn't see it, but I know who got inducted. You had Muhammad Ali, you had U.S. Express, you had Thunderbolt Patterson, Paul Heyman, Leah Mavia, and Bull Nakano. Now, one of these is not like the others. You mean to tell me Bull Nakano is a Hall of Famer? That's what you're telling me. Bull Nakano. She was with the Federation for a cup of coffee in the mid-90s, for crying out loud. She was part of what was arguably the worst era in the Vince McMahon-led WWF. Not to mention the fact she was fined for possession of cocaine. And she's a Hall of Famer? Why, because she beat Alundra Blaze for a title once? Jeez! Now, I understand she had a nice little run in Japan. Okay? I understand all that. But this is not AJW. Oh, no. This is the WWF. This is the Hall of Fame. Not the Hall of Very Good. That's item number one. Item number two is WrestleMania itself. The showcase of the Immortals. Maybe you get a pre-show match, but nobody cares about the pre-show match. Nobody cares. Perhaps Peter Rosenberg cares, but nobody cares. Then you get the pyro, the pageantry, America the Beautiful, and away you go. You're going to get Michael Cole and Pat McAfee for the majority of the broadcast, I presume. You'll get Corey Graves and Wade Barrett in the mix. For how much, I don't know. But let's be fair here. This is no murderer's row of broadcasting. Nobody is going to confuse this group for Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan. This is not Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse Ventura. Nor is it Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. I mean, you got McAfee out there standing on a table, yelling yeet, waving his arms, the whole bit. It's tough to take. Anyway, let's get to the card. We'll start with Saturday. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee take on Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom. I wouldn't watch this match if it was in my backyard. We saw Rey vs. Dom last year. It's a little case of been there, done that. You want to tell me Dragon Lee's going to add some excitement? Okay, fair. I'm not into it. Then you throw the women in the mix. Dakota Kai teams up with Asuka and Kairi Sane, who are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, also known as the Bukkake Warriors. They're taking on Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi. Now, this match should give us a little sense of the feel of what we can expect from Jade going forward. You'll have Bianca whipping her hair around like Indiana Jones. Naomi will use her big fanny to hit a rear view. And I expect these three women to come out on top. Then you've got the six-pack tag team ladder match for the undisputed tag team championships. Now, a playoffs type scenario to determine the contenders for this one. So you're going to have the Judgment Day, who are the champions, versus DIY versus the Awesome Truth versus the New Day versus A-Town Down Under versus the New Czech Republic. We should see some big spots here, and the crowd will chant for the tables a la the Dudley Boys. With this many superstars in one match, I anticipate lots of discombobulation, lots of carnage due to the presence of the ladders. I do expect to see new champions as a result. For me, this one's too close to call. But I would lean towards DIY and the Awesome Truth. With DIY, you would appease to the NXT, the hardcore NXT fan who has shown loyalty and stick-to-itiveness to the product. And with the Awesome Truth, you get the comedic aspect, which is always fun. So you have to factor that in. This type of match is not my bailiwick. Somebody could get hurt or maimed. I don't go in for that sort of thing. Nevertheless, this should be a Pier 6 brawl. Sami Zayn, who looks like a homeless person, he's going to take on Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. The Ring General has held the title for a record 665 days. He passed Honky Tonk Man over 200 days ago. You're not going to see any shake, rattle, and roll gimmicky type maneuver here. Oh, no. Gunther will beat the hell out of you. Okay, he's sharp as a whistle, too. But this match has been set up to paint Sami as a major underdog, to the point where they've been showing him training like Rocky under the tutelage of Chad Gable. So essentially what you have here is Rocky versus Drago. And we all remember what happened there. And Philadelphia will eat it up. Just like Eddie will eat up all those cheesesteaks. Right, Ed? Oh, I'm in a goofy mood. I think this next one could end up being a match of the night. You got Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Yeet versus no Yeet. Brother versus brother. These guys shared a womb, for crying out loud. They're the offspring of Rikishi, if you can believe that. Luckily for us, they didn't follow in their father's footsteps when it comes to food. I mean, my God. If I never saw another stink face again, it'd be too soon. But I digress. These two shined in the Night 1 main event last year versus Sami and KO. And now they have a chance in a big spot all to themselves. These guys grew up together. They wrestled as a team. So I think you'll be in good shape there from a chemistry standpoint. Jay will have the crowd behind him. He's got a lot of moxie. But this idea that Solo won't be in the mix is ridiculous. I mean, can we get a clean finish once? One time! Oh, it drives you nuts. It'll be fascinating. I'll be into it. As far as the Women's World Championship, you've got Becky Lynch versus the champion, Rhea Ripley. Rhea's cooking with gas right now. She gets a huge pop whenever her music hits. She's with the Judgment Day. She's very over at the moment. The same can be said of Becky Lynch. Plus, she's got that new book out, which I have yet to read. I'm still finishing up the House of Hidden Meanings by RuPaul. So there's that. You want to tell me WWE wants to boost book sales? Okay, I'll buy it. But I think they like what they have going on with Rhea right now. It's a similar scenario to what they had with Chyna and D-Generation X. So I'd be very surprised if she drops the strap in this spot. But it'll be fascinating to see. I think it'll be one of the highlights of Night 1. The Man versus Mammy. Saturday night's main event will be Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins versus Roman Reigns and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Now, Johnson has been using very nasty language throughout this whole ordeal, and that bothered me. I don't like to work blue, so I won't repeat any of it here, but it's been vile, nasty language. He's single-handedly trying to bring back the Attitude Era, which in and of itself is a good thing. Get the hell out of this godforsaken PG era. But I don't need it to be rated R, Rock. Give me PG-13. I mean, he's insulted his dog, Pharaoh. He's whipped Cody like a government mule. He's made him bleed. And then he says, oh, I'm going to take the bloody belt and I'm going to hand it to Mama Rose. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. This match has a stipulation that if The Rock and Roman win, it'll be Bloodline rules the following night. That means the odds are going to be stacked against Cody. You're going to have Solo Koa Jimmy Uso, and a Rock bouncing around Philadelphia, sticking their nose in a match, and Cody will probably fall victim to the numbers game. In that scenario, I'll probably have Fat Rob up and rapping, lay a couple dimes on Roman. As for the match itself, the entrances alone would take 1,000,000 minutes. You got Seth with that dopey song, Cody with the whoa, Reigns and his epic slow walk to the ring with the ones in the air, and then there's Mr. Johnson with the bombastic lightning. Dwayne, you're not actually Black Adam. Jeez, that movie bombed. It stunk. Why do you think he ran back to the Fast and Furious franchise? Gun to my head, Rock and Roman will prevail, which will add some juice to the main event on Sunday. Just like I said in 2004 with the Red Sox, for them to break that curse, they had to overcome an historic obstacle. The same can be said of Cody. Now, he had a shot last year and he spit the bit. His father never got it done. He's got to capitalize this year. I know my fourth son, Jimmy Trainer, wants Cody to finish the story. And at the same time, he claims to be The Rock's biggest fan. Now, hold on now. You can't have it both ways, Jimmy. Do you root for the Yankees and the Mets? No, you do not. Pick a side and move along. Gee whiz. That's it for night one of WrestleMania. It's a loaded card with lots of juice, lots of different scenarios. You get the usual dog and pony show. Now, I can't get wrapped up in Meek Mill. I just can't do it. You want to tell me you're going to put Bruce out there? I'll be into it. But if Meek Mill was in my backyard, I'd draw the blinds and call the police. So there you have it. RussoMania Night 1 in the books.